Hi, I'm Shaaron Honeycutt. I'm a recent breast cancer survivor, and the past 3 months has been definitely trying for me and really been provoking a lot of stress and anxiety, as I'm sure you can imagine. So you combine that with the holiday season, and oh my gosh, it's a recipe for complete overload in reference to those two emotions. So I wanted to share a couple of tips, well, more than a couple, a few tips on how to ease the stress and anxiety in your life. And this isn't just for people with breast cancer, it's really for anyone and everyone. So the very first thing I want to draw your attention to is your breath. Often when you're stressed out or anxious, the breath becomes very shallow and rapid. So there's a very simple technique on how to breathe, especially when you're swirling in what I call the vortex of the anxiety and the vortex of the stress and the depression. And it's a simple breath. It's a shorter inhalation. So inhale to the count of 4, hold for the count of 7, and then exhale to the count of 8, right? So 7, and then hold, and then exhale for 8. So 4, 7, 8. Inhale 4, hold 7, exhale 8, and repeat that. And if you become anxious during any point, just take a few normal breaths and then repeat the process. The second is a process called EFT, the Emotional Freedom Technique. Sometimes it's called tapping. You can access all sorts of videos on YouTube or on the internet, various places. There's diagrams and PDFs you can download. I found EFT to be very significantly helpful. It's quick, it's easy, it's free, and really does help release a lot of the thoughts that are held, the swirling emotions that come up that you can't seem to disconnect from. EFT, try it, Emotional Freedom Technique, Google it. I'll also place some links in the notes down below as well, all right? So there'll be some links there. Now, there's also exercise. Get moving, right? No matter what it is, go for a walk, get on your exercise bike, go take a whatever class, but whatever it is, get out there, get moving, and it also releases hormones and chemicals in the brain that do help to dissipate and assuage the depression, anxiety, and stress that we feel in our day-to-day lives. I can't say enough about that. Get moving. There's also meditation. Right? Meditation, you think sometimes it's really challenging, especially when you're caught again in that kind of swirling thought process. But, really there's this process of meditation called transcendental meditation. Google that as well. And there's even some easy and helpful tips and techniques on the web, YouTube, Google it, whatever. Find those and do it. 20 minutes a day, twice a day. If you can do it, great. Once a day, fine. It doesn't even have to be 20 minutes. Give it a shot. You'll find it life transforming. There's many celebrities that testify to this effect, and I truly endorse and believe that. Now, the other thing is this technique called access consciousness. I love access consciousness, especially what they call the access bars. So the access bars are a modality where 32 points on your head are gently touched and held, and it releases anything that impedes you or holds you back from receiving. So it has the possibility of really releasing any holding, and really is a transformative practice. I have really found it to be significantly helpful. Access bars, again, look for that. Look for a practitioner in your area. I happen to be one, full disclosure, but I became one because I did find it such a significant practice in my life and very helpful. The other thing is observe what your thoughts are and what you're feeling, and ask yourself the question, who does this belong to? Is this truly my thought, or have I empathically picked up what other people are feeling, what other people are thinking, especially this time of year with the holidays in place? Very often we pick up on other people's sadness, other people's issues, whatever it is that they're feeling. Ask yourself, who does this belong to? Is this truly mine? And if it's not, return it to sender. So have the intention to return it to whoever it is. You don't even have to know who it is. Return it to them with consciousness so that they can learn from it as well. So that's a helpful technique. And then finally, this in no way constitutes medical advice on my part. Disclaimer. But what about some herbs? I found ashwagandha and 5-HTP, both to be very helpful. I do CDB oil, which is great for anxiety and depression as well. So those are all things to check out, and I hope that you feel better and bounce back into being your greatest, most possible self. Until next time, this is Shaaron Honeycutt. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, or comment below, and I really appreciate doing so. All right, namaste.